Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys, and at the request of many viewers, one in particular, we are finally trying out the latest photographic technology from the 1970s. It's instant photos.
EpicReviewGuys.
When is the last time you bought film for a camera? Have you ever bought film for a camera? Almost everyone now has gone digital. Well, there's a movement moving backwards because people like the idea of instant photos, which is you have a camera, you take a picture of someone, and a few seconds, few minutes later, we'll see you actually have a photograph that you can give to them or that you can stick in your scrapbook. It's something real you can touch, something real you can have, and that's making a comeback. This seems to be the most popular model of instant camera right now. It's the Fujifilm Instax Mini 8, and it normally goes for $120. Usually I see it online for around $75. I got it at Michael's for $70 even on sale. I'll put a link to this camera down below this video. This will only use the instant photo film that I just showed you, which goes for about 80 cents a picture. So I spent $110 today to get this instant camera and 2 packs of film, which will give me 40 photos in total. For free with my phone, there is a high quality digital camera, not only one, but 2 of them that will take pictures in all kinds of lighting conditions. It has a flash. It auto compensates for all different things that it sees. It can even find a face and focus on that. With all of that residing in my phone anyway, why would I go out and spend money on this old analog solution? Well, that's just the thing. There's a movement now to go back to analog in photography, in audio, people going out and buying LPs and record players when right here I have access to 34 million songs on the Google Play service. It's got the built-in speaker. I can download the songs for offline listening, send playlists to friends, all of that stuff. So why are people going out spending money on record players, on needles, on actual records? People these days seem to miss things they can touch and hold and miss things. Everything's going digital, so all of your photographs are just digital representation. Your music is just stored digitally. Your books are on your Kindle, just in digital form. People want to have something they can hold in their hand. For me, growing up in the 70s and 80s, where there wasn't a lot that was digital, everything was still analog. And yeah, my dad had a Polaroid camera and took pictures of us and did this for a while until the image appeared. I remember all that. I was so excited when everything went digital, because now I don't have to have records that wear out with play and cassette tapes. I don't have to have photographs that are going to yellow with age and have the emulsion come off and be ruined. It'll stay in perfect, pristine digital format forever. And I don't need to have walls of my house taken up with bookshelves. It'll all fit 3,000 books in one little Kindle device. So I grew up analog, and I couldn't wait for everything to go digital. I really embraced all the new technology, and I've found that this sort of thing doesn't tend to appeal to people my age, people who grew up analog. It's younger folks, people who grew up digital and never got to experience this, and they really think they're missing something, and maybe they are. So anyway, that's enough of the philosophical side of all this. Let me open up the camera, open up this film of 2 10 packs of pictures. I'm used to taking the film and having to make sure it goes through the roller and engaged on the sprockets, and you close the back, and then you do 3 shutter releases, and then you're ready to go. I think this is a lot different. The Instax Mini 8, I think, is the most popular of these instant cameras. It's made by Fujifilm. There are other companies making these, and Fujifilm makes the film for this. I think there's another company that makes that as well, that saved the Polaroid technology from disappearing completely. Here's the camera. My first 2 observations about it are it feels very plasticky. For me, cameras had a lot of metal components in them, and it feels kind of heavy. I mean, I think it's heavier than my phone, which can do all those great digital photos. But in any case, the lenses here that will take the picture, you can turn the dial, and there are settings here for the lighting conditions. Are you outdoors on a sunny day? Are you inside at a party? And the button here is how you open up the lens cover. It pops it out. You can see that popped out some, and opens it up so it's ready to take a picture. Does have a flash. Not sure about this. I'll still have to read the instructions. This is the shutter release. Here on the back, This is where the film pack goes. I guess that's what we'll call it because it's not a roll of film. Fits in there. There you can see the back of the lens. So this is good old style 150 years ago. They were using this camera technology. You have the lens in the front, a dark compartment. You put the film up flat against it. You open the lens for a brief amount of time and you expose the film or the negative and you get your picture. The viewfinder's up here that you look through. It's not through the lens, so you don't see exactly what the camera sees because you're looking a little off center of it. And I do like this old touch. It's the counter, the film counter, showing how many exposures you have left, and it's very analog. There's a place to put the strap that they've included, and this is where your picture pops out. And I don't know if you still take them and shake them in order for them to develop, but we'll find out shortly. The quick start guide is all in graphics. Looks pretty easy to understand. No film comes with the camera, but they do include the batteries that you need. I've attached the strap to the camera, put the batteries in, it's ready to go. Now we're ready for the film. Now this has two 10-packs in it. Normally goes for around $20. I think I got it for around $14. So I've heard you plan to spend about 80 cents for each picture, but that does include developing, which happens right in the thing itself. And holding this, I mean, this color just so reminds me of Fujifilm, and of course there was the gold of Kodak. But I thought, I'm supposed to check a couple things, and so looking around I found out this is ISO 800 film, which makes it pretty fast film. I'm not expecting to get a whole lot of detail, and I'm not sure that it comes in any other speeds. And then I thought, that's right, with film you've got to check the expiration date, just like with food. So I looked around and found this is good till 2017. Opening the box. Hope I don't have to keep the unused ones in the refrigerator. This is what it looks like. As I remember from roll film, you can put it in the camera in a room with the light on, but you don't want to do it in direct sunlight. You basically don't want any light to get inside of this, or it can expose and ruin the film. And here is the pack of 10 pieces of self-developing film in here. I think they're telling me don't touch there, don't touch there. And on the back, don't touch anywhere. So just basically hold it by the edges until you have it put into the camera. Following the graphics in the instructions, I'm going to try to put the film in here. This is open. I see a little yellow dot up here and I see a little yellow mark here. I'm thinking that's to tell me put it in that way. That would make sense that the film would expose that way. And this looks like there's an opening, so I'm thinking that matches with where the picture will come out. I believe it's loaded correctly. Just like loading it through the spool, you always cross your fingers that it actually took. Then close this, thinking it's going to snap. All right. Now it says S here in the counter, and I believe I remember reading that there's a cover piece that comes out first that isn't an actual picture. So I think you take one and then it gives you that cover piece, and then this should go to 1, and then you start taking your pictures and it'll count up to 10. Looking through this again, I think maybe I have it exactly wrong. I think it goes to 10 and then counts down to 0, and then you know you've used up all the pictures, I think. I'm going to turn it on by popping the lens out here with a little button. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got a red light here. I think the flash capacitor is charging. I'm still seeing an S. And the red light is flashing slowly. And then this, I thought you had to make your best guess as to what lighting conditions to set it for, but no, you're supposed to set it according to where the lamp lights up. So this must be in here, this must be a light sensor, and it has some idea of how much light there is. The red light stopped flashing, so the flash is now charged and ready to go. Let me take a picture of the pictures we have on our Christmas wall. Okay, we'll include the stocking. It's a good color to compare it with. Here we go. Flash fired, I saw that. Okay, a thing came out. Oh, the thing with that says don't put your thumb here came out. It changed to 10 from S. I'm thinking there's not going to be a picture appearing on this. There's a Polaroid smell. If you remember Polaroids, there's a smell with that mix of chemicals. So let's smell it on this one. I guess I take it the rest of the way out. It's black and it has the, don't put your thumb here. Still set. The orange light says I'm on the right setting. Okay. Here we go. Here's the real one. Okay, it's black on one side, white on the other side. I'm assuming the white one will develop. Doesn't smell Polaroid to me. Okay, do I leave it here till it's developed? Do I take it and shake it? They don't tell me for sure. Looks like they say after you've taken the picture to remove it from the thing, to turn the camera off by pushing the lens back in. Okay. So now our focus is on... Ooh, it's coming. The picture's coming. Hey, it's still exciting. Develops before your eyes. Polaroids, I remember, were expensive too. My father had a Polaroid and took pictures of us on vacations, but he didn't take a lot of pictures unless he had his 35mm camera. I guess Polaroids were very expensive. I mean, these instant developed pictures were expensive even then too. It's developing nicely. We're getting some good color. Don't know how long you have to give it to completely develop. It's been 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, I think. Here's a picture I took with my phone right afterwards. And it didn't use the flash, but it's fairly good at low light, the camera in this Nexus 6P phone. So you can see it's nice and even and good color. The picture, the Instax picture, is a little bit washed out here. There happens to be a couple pieces of white paper here and then a little too dark over here, but that's because the flash fired. I've stepped up closer to the video camera here so you have a better chance to see the detail in the Instax photo. I put my glasses on to get a better look at the Instax photo, which is another thing that tells me this is a technology for younger people. Older people who need to have reading glasses on aren't going to appreciate these pictures as much, because when I looked at it at first, it really looked like there wasn't much detail because my eyes couldn't see that in it. But putting the glasses on, I actually like how it's picked up the texture of the boot. And I don't see it as much in my phone photo of it. So there's something to be said for taking actual picture photographs. It does pick up some things that something might miss in digital. You might say, well, you can't judge a camera by one picture. You need to go out and take pictures at a party, outdoors. Well, it so happens I'm going to a party tonight and I will be outdoors tomorrow. So I'm going to do a more thorough test of taking pictures under different conditions with this at the party tonight and outdoors tomorrow. So I'll give it a full run, collect all the pictures. While at the party, I don't know I'll get to keep them all. The people may want to have them themselves. That is supposed to be a big part of the fun of this, is you can take the picture of the people with their friends and give them that picture. But I'll try to take a picture of the pictures before I give them away, so I'll be able to show that to you in a follow-up video that will cover all the different pictures that I've taken, the next 39 anyway. I'm hoping this is going to be enough film. That's the thing, is knowing how much you're going to need. You go to a party and everybody thinks this is so cool and wants you to take a picture of them with their friends. Could go pretty fast. That follow-up video where I show those pictures will probably be on the Rainy Day Dreamers channel that I'm also on, because the other people at the party will be YouTubers who have channels similar to Rainy Day Dreamers with kids and family and toy reviews and that sort of thing. So I'll make sure to put a link though somewhere up in the corner and in the description down below this video. So if you've watched this and you want to see how a whole bunch of pictures turned out, make sure to watch that video too. $70 for the camera right now, and I think I did a reasonably good job of getting $14 for 20 pictures. So if you're interested in these and want to find out more about them online, I'll have links to those also down below this video. I'll be back soon with more technology and gadget reviews. Old technology, new technology. You can keep checking back for those videos, or you can click that subscribe button down below and you'll get notified when our videos go up. See you on the next review.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give it a try. What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our videos.